Hey y'all, this video is about LeBron James, and I've come to the conclusion LeBron James needs to play or retire. But he cannot be a distraction. Now, there's two ways in which he's being a distraction. One, that stupid ass double-digit scoring thing, which I'm not going to talk about right now. But the bigger thing is, how is a team supposed to become a championship team when you have a player the caliber and magnitude and personality and who has the gravitas of LeBron, who does not play when he needs to play? He does not play every game he is capable of playing. Now, I don't know this personally. There's no way for any of us to know this. But no one could tell me that LeBron couldn't have played against New Orleans, but then he decides he can play against Phoenix. In my opinion, the Lakers saw New Orleans on the schedule and saw an easy victory. New Orleans is what, 3-14 or some shit, right? They saw Phoenix on the schedule and said, okay, we may need LeBron for this game. But what the Lakers aren't understanding is, every time LeBron comes back, because of how big a personality he is, because of his relevance to the history of the NBA, whenever LeBron comes back, the team has to readjust. Every time he comes back, the team has to readjust. If the dude played 6 games this year, how many games did he play in a row? You see, you can't be that kind of distraction to a team whose hope is to win the championship. You can't be that to the team. LeBron needs to make up his mind to either play or retire. Or if he wants to play and carry on with this bullshit, okay, I'm going to play against Dallas. I'm going to skip the game against New Orleans. I'm going to play against Phoenix. Let me look at the schedule. Who sucks? Because I'm going to sit out those. Nah, every game matters. Every minute matters. So if LeBron or the Lakers, maybe it's the Laker organization, I don't know. But if LeBron has made up his mind that he's going to cherry pick where to sit and where to play, every time he comes back, the team has to readjust. Now, am I saying that's why the Lakers got blown out last night against Phoenix? No, I'm not saying that. In my opinion, the Lakers got blown out against Phoenix because JJ Redick refuses to institute an offense that's sustainable. You see, what we do with Luka and Austin Reeves, it's not sustainable. I've made at least 3 or 4 posts in which I either explicitly state in the title or I say throughout the video, if you're going to start a game, which would you rather have? Would you rather have Luka scoring 25 in the first quarter? Or would you rather have Austin Reeves, Rui Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton getting 10, 10, and 5? And I'm telling you, take 10, 10, and 5 any day of the week. Luka's a superstar. He's going to get his. But those guys may never get going. And it's more important for a team to get going than to have one player kicking ass. And people, they're getting it twisted, man. Look, you guys, or not you guys, many of you, you guys like the oohs and the ahs that Luka provides when he plays a certain kind of way. I'll be the first one to admit, it's fun when you watch a guy run off 20 points straight. Or when you watch a guy who's just on a heater and he can't miss. It is. It's more fun to watch that. Is that the point? Is the point to entertain you? If you're a sports fan and the point you think is strictly for your entertainment, you're out your damn mind. You ain't a real sports fan. If your team is losing, if your team goes 10-72 over the course of the season, but you got a player on your team that's super entertaining, are you satiated? Are you happy? Do you feel satisfied? The answer, of course, is no. Not to any real sports fan. If you're a casual, okay, you'll enjoy it. But if you're a real sports fan, that is not the point. And so, we got LeBron, who is sitting out here, coming back here, sitting out here, playing for 2 games. I'm going to sit out this one. We're on the second night of a back-to-back. He's not going to play those games. Yo, look, man. I think I have a clue as to why the Lakers can't blow anyone out. And part of that reason is just our general approach to the game. Back in the day, if the Lakers had, and I'm a child of the 80s. I'm just going to tell you straight up. Back in the day in the 80s, right? Or when I watched the 90s Bulls or any of the great teams over the course of the history of the league, you had guys who played every game, attempted to play every game. And if they wanted rest, guess what they had to do to get rest? They had to blow the team out. So that, midway through the third quarter, they knew the game was over. They might play a minute or two more, but that's it. And they were on the bench the whole rest of the fourth quarter. That's what great teams did. Nowadays, that's not quite the case because you can't get there. It's too hard to get there. How do you actually become a great team if you're unwilling to play every game and establish the chemistry to become a great team? Chemistry is like the number one most important thing in becoming a great team. You take a team with a bunch of average players, but the team has great chemistry, and that team will excel. They will exceed expectations. You take a team that has good players and bad chemistry, they will not succeed. They will perform below what they should be. And I think that's what LeBron is starting to represent to the Lakers. If every time he's in the game, one, you have to readjust everyone else around him. And then two, you got to make sure he gets the ball in his hand so he can score 10 fucking points. You got a problem. You got a problem. And that's what I see with LeBron right now. I love the guy as a player. I love what he's done to the league. I think he is a great man. Just outside of basketball, the dude he's done everything right. He, a family guy, you never heard about him, going out and cheating on his wife or having kids by multiple people. All the image, right? And I don't judge him. If he did do that, I wouldn't judge him. But I understand people who understand that you got this majority black league and majority black players, young black players. And I know what people want to say. And he's done everything in his power to make sure they can't say that. They certainly couldn't say it about him. I very much respect him as a man. But what he is starting to represent on the court is a problem. And if he was getting or shooting for that 10 points, right, to maintain that streak, and he did it in the flow of the game, I wouldn't have any issue with it. The problem is that if LeBron is not careful, the season will become about LeBron. And the season always needs to be about the Lakers. One of the worst times I had being a Laker fan was when Kobe was obviously done. He was done. I heard a stat yesterday that said his last playoff win was when he was 32 or 33 years old. That's the last time he was either in the playoffs or won a game in the playoffs. And that means that all that time, what were the Lakers on? What was the team about? The team was about a cash cow. Kobe was a cash cow. The team was about having a cash cow. And these Lakers are not about that right now. You got Luka Doncic, who is fantastic. You got Austin Reeves, who's playing really well. So, LeBron, and look, I'm not pissed because the Lakers got blown out last night by Phoenix. I do believe, and the post needs to be made about our approach to the game. But I'm not pissed that the Lakers got blown out by Phoenix. I'm not even saying that if LeBron had played every game this season, the Lakers wouldn't have lost to Phoenix. We might have lost to Phoenix last night. It happens. You lose some home games. But what I do know is, going forward, if LeBron cannot play, if LeBron is cherry picking his spots, if LeBron needs rest, that whole needing rest shit, man, you guys, that's new. Back in the day, it was expected that a guy played 12, maybe 14 years. And that was it. But for those 12 or 14 years, he was going to give everything. He was going to beat his body up and give everything to the game. Was that the right approach? I'm not saying that it was. I'm just saying that's what it was. That's the situation it was back then. And now you see guys trying to get 1 or 2 extra contracts out of their career. Which, hey man, I'm not necessarily blaming you for. That's a whole conversation for another day. But it's reflecting in what the Lakers are doing on the court. You know, every time you come back, it can't be about you. It can't be about ingratiating you back into the team. It has to be about the team. And if it starts becoming about you and you need rest, and now the team has to reacclimate itself, especially when you got, look, if JJ Redick was playing a system offense, this wouldn't hurt so much. Having LeBron sit out then come back wouldn't hurt so much, because LeBron would just be plugged right back into the system. But when JJ Redick has conceded that the system is Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic go out and play with the ball until they figure out what they want to do, now LeBron's a problem. It's a bigger problem than it would be otherwise. Anyway, y'all, this is Pure Uncut Lakers. Please like and subscribe. Hey, this wasn't a diss at LeBron. This is just telling you what it is. The dude has to play so that the team could develop championship chemistry, or the dude has to retire. It's very binary with him right now. And then once you incorporate that stupid ass 10-point per game streak, which he was hunting for last night, hey man, it's untenable. This can't go on. It can't go on. It has to stop. Anyway, yeah, this is Pure Uncut Lakers. Please like and subscribe. I'll hit you up later.